Mortgage Gumbo with Dwayne Stein.
So, one of the things, single lady hears the show, gives me a call, says, I wanted to talk to you about some different things. I was told that she was having her credit done. Well, the lady is looking at purchasing a home, okay? She's had her credit history is roughly 20-something years, so she's got quite a bit of credit history. I mean, I saw, just to give you an idea, and for folks listening, I saw Mervyn's on there. She had a Mervyn's account. She had a Sears account. I mean, everything but really Maison Blanche. I even thought I'd see Mr. Bingle, maybe a Mr. Bingle account. So a lot of really tenured or a lot of history on her credit report. And one of the things when we were looking at how we could improve her credit score, she said, well, I don't use, obviously, Mervyn's. I don't use that account anymore, so I'm going to close that account out. And I had to advise her, absolutely do not look to close that account out. And we looked at everything, okay? So I told her, don't close that account out just yet. Let's look at your whole report, because what happens is, in Mervyn's, now it's CBUSA. It's still not Mervyn's. It's another credit card. But what happens, folks, is, and this is what I want you to understand, 15% of your credit is based on your credit history, okay? That's why, just like last week, I told you how to jumpstart your credit was to maybe go get used as an authorized user. Well, if you want to affect your credit tremendously, is if you close out a credit card. So don't do that. So this lady was looking to close that out. We stopped her from doing that, and by doing that, we were able to look at a couple different things. So we're going to be able to jumpstart her credit about 30 points, which is going to allow her now to get into a zero money down program, whereas before she wasn't even eligible. Okay, so that's what I want folks to understand. If you have those old accounts and you have those things that have been on your credit forever, don't look to close those out. That is good history. Those are things that we want, because if you have 3 credit cards and you close out one, all right, you just lost 1/3 of your credit history is gone. So that is going to affect, how your credit score is going to look. Now, if this card's tempting you, then I get it. Then what you need to do is, if you're thinking about making a big purchase like a home or a car or something like that, you need to get with somebody and make sure, it's not going to drop your score significantly. But I can tell you it will, okay? All right? It will. But also what I'm going to tell you, too, is make sure these cars that you do have just sitting there, make sure there's no annual fee. Negotiate with those folks. Tell them you don't want to have an annual fee. You don't want to pay that, okay? And then it's okay to use it. If you swipe it and you use it, that is a good thing, folks. Revolving debt, if managed correctly, is a good thing. So I just want to keep, anytime that we have a client story that I think sticks out, that I could share with folks that I know I've seen people either get ill advice or have done incorrectly, I want to make sure I share it with y'all. Because we're talking all about credit this month, I want you to be aware. Do not close out those old accounts unless you speak to somebody and you see how that's going to affect it. Now, if you've got 10 credit cards, that's a whole different ballgame. And I could go into everybody's personal scenario. But if you've got 2 or 3 credit cards and you close that down, you just lost a third or a half of your credit. That's not going to be a good thing.
Mortgage Gumbo with Dwayne Stein.